Hello there, everybody, and welcome back. I was gonna say a funny thing, but I couldn't think of anything to say. So yeah, we're back. I'm here this week. Hello.
Unfortunately.
Dude, what do you mean unfortunately? Okay. Dude, okay, I wanted to save this so we start recording the episode. Last week's episode was so bad. You couldn't fucking hear anything, dude.
That's why you turn up the volume on your computer.
I turned up the volume and I could still barely hear Robin Unlucky Tog, and then I turn up the volume and you are screaming in my ear, so I turn it down so you're not screaming in my ear anymore, but then I can't fucking hear them. You need a different screen recording software, because you just recorded that with your, or audio recording software, because you just recorded that with your microphone, right?
Yes.
You need something else, dog.
I do, but it was a very last minute thing because I'd never done it before, obviously.
You're screaming again. Don't,
yeah.
So loud. Don't be loud. Alright, well, anyways, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to the Grease and Oil Podcast.
Serious disease.
Our normal channel, or not our normal channel, our normal video art and thumbnail art is back. We'll save the special art for when I'm gone or for when Vinny's gone. We'll do some
special meaning. Wait, what was the Red Letter Media version of special? Was exceptional individual.
There we go. Exceptional individual art for when one of us two is not available to be here.
Yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want when you go on a masquerade ball with a milkshake media for a week or whatever.
His milkshake media brings all the boys to the yard.
I said milkshake media and then I just didn't correct it.
Milkshake media.
Like that was an accident.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah, I didn't mean to say milkshake.
Oh, good. So you just accidentally said it.
All right. Welcome back to the accidental milkshake. Accidental grease and oil in your milkshake podcast.
So if our podcast is normally at 12%, last week's podcast was at like 2% effort. Okay, that
2% milk.
2%. Hey, there we go. Hey. Bringing it back around. Nice. Bring it around town.
Ow.
Guys, today's episode is episode 21.
I fucking hate you.
It is, and somebody on Twitter said they were gonna make a special thing for this episode, so we better see this shit but either right before or right after we upload this episode.
Okay.
Got it? Whoever it was.
I don't really have a request about that because there's gonna be some really weird like interspecies mixed.
I'm gone for one fucking week, and you guys start making goddamn Chris Thompson jokes, fucking disabled wheelchair jokes, and shit like that. I'm gone for one fucking week. Oh, god damn it.
You sound like a disappointed Asian parent, and only one of those things is correct.
I am a disappointed Asian. Fuck, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh, so the abortion didn't work?
Of course it did. What are you talking about? Also, guys, this is...
Shut up!
Also, this is the last episode with my old...
Of the series
ever.
This is the last episode of the series. That's why we're doing a closing, we're gonna remake our first episode.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna start the podcast over from the beginning. Like, we're just gonna restart it now that the Great Race is over. I can't wait to see the Great Race. I can't wait to see all the important roles that the international engines
the Great
play.
Race is probably gonna be a feature-length adaptation of the Railway series.
I can't wait to see how crucial to the plot the Flying Scotsman is.
Dude, it's gonna be like the great, terribly amazing emphasis on amazing writing of the TCC, where the Flying Scotsman and Yong Bao just sort of go around Sherlock Holming the shit out of everyone.
I can't wait. I hope Yong Bao is very essential to the plot. Okay, this bit's over. We're done with it. I hate it already. Okay, 2% milk.
Tanker bears.
All right, you ready for this guy? Vinny, you know what time it is. Tweet time. Yeah, it's tweet time. All right, guys, let's read some tweets. The first one is from @TankEngineTwins. Next time on #GAOP, Chris Thompson comes on the show to confront Vinny for making all of the slanderous jokes about him, and it's our normal thumbnail, but with Chris Thompson's head over my head. Good. I like it. He's even got some headphones on, I think. Oh, speaking of headphones, I was going to say before you so rudely interrupted me, this is the last episode with my shitty earbuds. I'm getting new Skull Candy Crusher headphones I'm going to be using now for this podcast, so it'll be good. So, there's another tweet here from somebody who apparently actually enjoyed the last episode for some fucking reason. ThomasFan28 says, "Nice job on the latest Grease and Oil podcast. Keep up the good work."
Well, thank you, Thomas Fan 67.
Definitely wrong, but whatever.
I mean, it's all subjective, I think. Personally.
It's all subjective except wrong. The next tweet is from Turtles and Thomas. He says, "The new Grease and Oil podcast is..." I don't know. "The new Grease and Oil podcast is triggering me. The reason they call it the mainland instead of England is because Sodor is
Oh
England."
my god, you idiot.
I didn't actually watch the last episode the whole way through, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I clicked off the episode about 5 minutes in because I got so tired of
I'm
not
still
being able
yet to
hear
watch
anything.
the episode you did with Keek Ray like 2 months ago.
Well, there
I've
you
never
go.
seen
So
it.
we're all traded off, except
I've never seen I've never watched
you can
any
actually
of the
hear
episodes.
Keek Ray in my episode.
Well, I'm sorry that you actually had time to prepare, but you dropped the ball on me like 2 days before.
Huh, you said ball. The next one is from @Jack_Calloway WR, and I'm assuming it's more jokes from your episode. It's Oliver's Chocolate Crunch, and it's Percy's body with Oliver's face on him. And then the next one is Diesel with Class 40s.
Wait, isn't this from Jack?
Yeah.
My boy Jack! Hit me up!
And the next one is...
Actually, no, he wants to get on here, so we need to
we should get him on. You know what? You should also ask Unlucky Tug to send me a Skype request. The next one...
I did! I texted him, and he's like, okay, sure. Wait, who is he? MPS. Oh, yeah, him.
What a dick. Alright, just kidding, Unlucky Tug. Please send me a Skype request. The next
You're
one,
a dick. Just kidding, you don't have one.
The next one is Diesel with Class 40's face on it. It says, "The world's strongest engine, featuring the return of Class 40/Bowler/the Diesel." Damn, he has a lot of names. What the fuck? That's a lot of names. Alright, the next one is from our favorite @StopMrMPS, and this is all caps. "I can finally watch Grease and Oil now that MPS is gone, woohoo!"
See, some people do appreciate it.
It punctuated with the woohoo at the end is my favorite. That really makes it.
It's like when you're in school and you're learning grammar and you have periods and commas and exclamation marks and woohoos.
Periods. The next one is from @TramGayEngines. Ricardo Sanchez.
Oh no.
#GAOP. Isn't a blood fart, well, a period queef?
I don't feel comfortable answering
Yeah, I don't
that
feel
question.
like that. The next one's from our memer @EatTopHat67, and it's a picture of Godred falling off the mountain, and the caption
There
is,
we
and then
go.
Godred
See,
flipped
there's
over.
some quality stuff.
Yeah, it says, and then Godred flipped over.
Dope Railway Series reference.
The next
Hella
one
dope.
is from Stop Mr. MPS, and it says, "I think Vinnie Schmitz should use a U-Haul to get MPS's stuff off of GAOP." Good.
I'm so confused.
Wait,
I'm so lost. What does that mean?
I don't know. Did you read tweets last time on the podcast?
I did not for this exact reason.
Okay, so we have some. I'll skip some of the tweets.
Yeah, there's like
There's a
we
lot
have
of
like half a month worth of tweets to go through.
The next one's from @RR Knickerbocker. #GAOP. Welcome blood farts.
I don't think anyone welcomes them, but all right.
And the next one's from Eric53. Like guys.
Oh God, him.
Like guys, for real, blood farts are the best thing. I wake up, blood farts. I'm in the shower, blood farts. Watching Grease and Oil, blood farts. Eric, you should probably get that
I feel
looked
like
at.
That could be on a T-shirt, like keep calm and blood fart, or like keep calm and watch Grease and Oil.
I feel like if someone made a
and it's on a red shirt.
I feel like somebody should make like a boss, but like blood farts instead of like a boss. Talk to corporate blood farts. Eat a bagel blood farts.
Bullart.
Blarts.
Bullart.
The next one's from Lego Lover 117. I blood farted in my car on the way home. Didn't die from the overflow, but my leather seats were ruined. I'm suing.
Well,
that's
there are
disgusting.
2 ways of doing things, Leg Lover.
The straight Western way and the wrong.
Way and the wrong.
That one's an Enterprising Engine 93 joke, everybody.
Oh yeah, and yeah.
We have 2 more memes, tweets that I'm going to read. The first one's from @TheRobbieKing. Looked at the blood farts to see if there's a lot of Grease and Oil memes, but it's full of people actually talking about blood farts.
Why the fuck would you do that?
And the last
See, this is why I don't listen to Grease and Oil, because it's just
the last one is from Flying Thistle Studios at Fly Thistle Studio.
that sounds really painful. A flying thistle to the place where your blood farts come from.
And it says, "Hey, it's DJ MPS," and it's a picture of DJ Khaled in his hot tub with my head over his.
DJ Khaled seems like it's a little much in terms of like weight casting. Like maybe they should have cast someone like a little less skinny than DJ Khaled. I don't know.
Well, it's because DJ Khaled's my idol, man. I can't help it if he's.
Oh, DJ Khaled, he's like what, like 70 pounds? That guy's a freaking twig.
I know. Hey, man, he can't help it if he's anorexic.
Well, I mean, neither can you. It's anorexic, but it's reversed.
Did you see that celebrities in high school Twitter account? Did you see their tweet about DJ Khaled?
Didn't you retweet like 40 of their fucking
I retweeted 3 last night because I was lying in bed and I couldn't go to sleep.
Okay. Sure.
It said something like gym teacher, but is too lazy to actually participate. Gives out motivational advice. Everybody wants his class. I feel like... What the fuck was that?
AIDS.
Major key! Okay. Anyways, guys, let's get into the actual topic that we're going to talk about in today's episode. Thanks for the tweets. Send us more. #GAOP.
Thanks for yeah.
On Twitter. Really quick, before we get into talking about Legend of the Lost Treasure, this is something I want to talk about. Did you see the new Apple event today?
Did you see the new Apple? Oh, I sure did.
Did you see the Apple event today? They announced the iPhone 7. Did you see
how is it different than the iPhone?
Okay, I wasn't gonna rant about this, but now that I brought it up, I have to rant about it because there's one thing that pisses me off. Everything else I like about it. It's jet black, which I like. It looks very sleek. It has more hardware inside of it so that it can process better. It's faster and it's waterproof. All things I like. However, what I don't like is that they took out
$2,000.
They took out the fucking headphone jack.
I think we talked about this.
Did we? I don't care. I don't give a shit.
I think we talked about this.
I don't give a shit. I got triggered today when I saw this. I want to talk about this again. Fucking, they took out the headphone jack and they're replacing it with these tiny little earbuds that you can stick in your ears. What the fuck? I'm gonna lose those the first day I buy them, and they don't even come included with the new phone. They're $200 extra.
I talked to somebody with this. I don't know if it was on the pod. Maybe it was like fucking Turtles or something yesterday. I don't know.
Maybe it was Turtles, but it's stupid. I don't know why they took away the headphone jack. The headphone jack is just fine as it is. There's no reason to take it out.
It's really funny because, you know, obviously this is such a stereotype, but you do sound like every single person on the internet. I don't like change. I hate change. Everything must stay the same. Everything must stay the same.
But this is making it worse, though. It's not making it any better. It's making it worse because then you got the stupid fucking Bluetooth things that you're gonna lose easily. There's no reason to change it. They could have just left it exactly the same. I like everything about the new iPhone 7 except for that change. It's stupid.
If the planet Earth had the ideas of you, or the mindset of you, just like when you were born, the Earth is like, whoa, what the hell? Like you took my favorite thing, humans, and made them worse. Why? I'm fucking pollute me. I don't care. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, Mother Nature hates you, Matt. Okay.
I know that already.
That's why you hate her, and you litter the earth with your empty Baja Blast cans.
Hey, no, I don't. I stack them up on my shelf behind me, for your information. So you don't give a shit about the new iPhone thing, basically. You don't give a shit about the wireless.
I don't.
Do you even use it? Yeah, you do use iPhone, right?
I have an iPhone, yes.
What generation do you have?
And I'm going to keep my iPhone 6 for a long time.
I'm just going to use my iPhone 6s till the end of time.
Because it has the word success in the title. Why would you need to change it any?
Ride with me on the pathway to more success. Major key. All right, guys. Let's talk about the Slot Machine movie, a.k.a. the best Thomas Becker yet.
Everyone.
And definitely not The Great Race.
How long was that? That was almost 10 minutes of
15
us talking
minutes.
about... Shit. Okay, 15 minutes of us talking about really nothing, but let's get on to the topic at hand, which is Legend of the Lost Treasure. Basically... I don't know. Maybe it was my idea. I don't know. But we're kind of running out of things to talk about now that the Great Race is out and about in the world and everyone's
We'll review
seen.
Shed 17 or Shed 18 when it comes out. Night of the Living Shed, whatever the fuck I called it. We'll review that when it comes out. We still have
Yeah,
to get
we'll
Paul's
review
vids.
that. But basically, we are going to take don't quote us on this, but almost every other week we're gonna go take a look at the Thomas specials in reverse. So we talked about the Great Race 2 weeks ago. Now we're talking about Legend of Lost Treasure. 2 weeks from now we'll talk about Adventure Begins, etc. And we're going back to Thomas and the UK trip, which I don't even think Matt knows of.
I know of it. I just haven't seen it before.
You've seen Thomas the pre-Magic Railroad special?
I haven't seen it. No, I know of it, but I haven't seen it.
I know the footage exists somewhere, and I will be able to get it in like 6 months when we need to talk about it. But
Probably on
until then,
YouTube.
we're going to be discussing.
I found it on YouTube, so
It's pretty fantastic.
it's 420. It's 420, dude. Blaze it.
It's for.
I mean,
What?
the video is 420. It's not 420 as in time wise.
Oh,
Although
it
where
is here.
you are,
It's 422 where I am.
fucking
Right now.
cock.
Yeah, I know you do.
Shit, we just fucking screwed it all up. God damn it. All right. Anyways, let's talk about.
Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. Everyone thinks it's the greatest thing ever, but what did Matt think? Here's the question we're all asking. What does Mr. Moops think? And here is his answer.
I do think it is the best Thomas special. I think it's very, 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 very good. I like it a lot.
Same. Now I want to hear you're the pessimist with these sort of things, so I want to hear your complaints. Go.
Marion's kind of annoying, and how did Sailor John get the pirate ship onto the rails? That's really about it. I really, really liked Legend of the Lost Treasure. I really did.
Wait, the ship was already on the rails.
Oh, was it really? Well, then,
Donald and Douglas brought it to the harbor.
Well, then, but how did he move it then? 'Cause it was just kind of
That's
in the middle of nowhere.
I prefer having that plot hole as opposed to not having that fucking incredible shot on top of the hill.
That's true. That's true.
When Thomas comes out of the tunnel, he's like, "The pirate ship!" And
Yep.
he looks up, and the freaking ship is silhouetted against the moon at the top of the hill. That chase scene is so fantastically put together because it's just like, okay, well, we need to have a villain for our 70th anniversary movie. It's not just going to be a special. Because, again, I honestly think this Legend of the Lost Treasure is probably the first time since Magic Railroad that we've had, like, a movie. It's not just a special. And I don't know if we're going to have one again for a while.
And they
'Cause
balanced out
Great
the amount
Race.
they balanced out the amount of musical numbers perfectly, because the Great Race was just a musical. But in the Legend of the Lost Treasure, they balanced out the musical numbers perfectly.
Well, yeah, that's because it wasn't. The Great Race is specifically, okay, because the Great Race is like, okay, somebody had, there were a bunch of ideas that were jumbled together, so Hit was like, okay, we need a bunch of international engines, people are calling us racists and shit. Okay, I want a Thomas musical. And Andrew was like, well, I like the Railway series, so can we have, like, the Great Railway Show or something? Oh, can we put the international engines? Can we have the Great Railway Show, and a musical? I guess so. I mean, I could write that. Yeah, okay.
That's what Andrew Brenner sounds like, really, is it?
Andrew Brenner sounds like this. I bathe in the blood of Audrey
Did you
every
go down to
day.
Hit Entertainment and talk to Andrew Brenner and get your...
I did. I went down to Mattel headquarters, and Andrew Brenner works in the basement beneath Mattel in New York City, and he sits on his little typewriter going all day, and he
Because
just like
as we all know, Hit Entertainment is the one that runs the TCC and not Mattel, guys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dude, what is
so
this?
I went
Defending
down
the
into
TCC
I went
for
down
once.
into his basement, and it's a single light bulb hanging from one chain in the entire the entire facility. It looks a lot like a prison, but it has the Hit Entertainment logo on the side, so you know it's good. And the entire facility is surrounded by barbed wire and really, really high electric fences, kind of like Jurassic Park.
Okay.
So you have to go through like 7 levels of security. But once you get down to the basement, you see Andrew Brenner, and he's just on his little typewriter, and you walk over to him, you place your left hand on his shoulder, and he turns around and goes,
I bet the
He's like,
basement smells like mold, and I bet there's a dripping noise in the background.
oh yeah, yeah. It's kind of like the movie Trainspotting and the worst toilet in Scotland.
Oh, you really got committed to that bit. You really committed to that. I'm proud of you. That was good. That was a good bit.
And so you're walking. You put your left hand on his shoulder,
Okay.
and he turns on it, and you say, "Hey, Andy, what you working on there?"
Call Andrew Brenner Andy.
Hey, Andy, what you working on?
It's called the Great Race.
Can I read it?
Sure thing, buddy.
And you pick up the paper, and it's all blood. And suddenly the room fills with blood, and you wake up, and it's your time of the month, and you've been flirting.
Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say
whole time. Anyways, Legend of the Lost Treasure was really good. Bye.
That's the end of the podcast. See you guys next week. No. God, how long do you think you spent on that bit? I think you spent like 5 minutes on that bit.
It was totally worth it to describe the facilities of Hit Entertainment as a prison.
You guys think he's joking, but no, he's totally fucking serious about that.
Where do you think... I mean, you've never seen any pictures of the headquarters of Mattel. It's not like new... It's in freaking Guantanamo.
Guantanamo. That's like
Guantanamo Pizza. I love Guantanamo Domino's. Guantanamo Lego Lama Dama. That's Osama bin Laden Nama Gamos.
Guantanamo Ding Dong.
Osama bin Laden Ding Dong Dama Dong Islam State. Islamic State.
I'm gonna send the Islamic State your state so they can come and bomb the fuck out of you.
Where does he live in California? California. Oh, there? I love that city.
Like the kid from The Wizard. California.
California. No, Andrew.
California.
Say I love the Power Glove. It's so bad in your Andrew Brenner voice.
I love the Power Glove. It's so bad.
Andrew Brenner kind of sounds like a really, really drowsy Paxton after a voice drop. Oh, dope. Wait, what's a Paxton line?
I found the lost puff.
God, what are we doing? We're supposed to be talking about Legend of the Lost Treasure. Man,
Legend
I love...
of the Lost Treasure is my favorite special because Donald and Douglas make out, and it's really hot, and I didn't have to pay for my Scottish. I didn't have to pay for my Scottish porn this time.
Whoa, what special did you watch?
Well, that's the original version that Andrew Brenner wrote. He's describing it.
Okay, I got it.
It's like when we had Jay Louvier on the podcast. It's the same. So, and Andy, how you doing?
Oh, pretty
yeah,
good,
guys, we actually do have Andrew Brenner in studio here. Next to us.
In Grease and Oil headquarters, which also looks like Osama bin Laden Bay prison.
Osama bin Laden Bay. Grease, and now presenting the Grease and Oil podcast live from Osama bin Laden Bay prison.
Yeah. Oh, dude, freaking... I would love to hear an Andrew Brenner podcast where he spends like an hour just talking about all the shit he has to go through from Mattel.
Yeah, that picture
all the time.
Your voice for him looks like that picture the one picture of him that we have sounds like that. But what if he actually has like a really bad chain smoker voice? Like there's people that do commercials that tell you not to smoke.
No. We actually know what he sounds like. He's done promos. Yeah,
I wrote Legend of the Lost Treasure. And no.
The voice that I do is completely incorrect. No. If I was to do an accurate Andrew Brenner impression, it would honestly sound. He doesn't sound quite like Paxton. He has this really weird. He was born in Florida, but then like went to the UK or something. So he has this really weird like mixed accent, and it's really confusing because you can never like pick up on he's British or he's American, and he's really soft spoken too. So she's like.
The Great Race is a show about Thomas wanting to go to the mainland, and he really wants to go.
And he sort of like goes in and out of having an American accent, and like he switches between American and British, and it's like Paxton and normal person.
It's sort of weird. This is gonna sound weird, but the picture that we have of him, he looks like he has that accent. Like, he looks like he sounds
We have a lot of pictures of him.
Really? Well, there's only one shitty picture that I've seen of him on the Thomas Wikia.
Is it the one where he looks like you took a picture of him at his, like, birthday party?
Yeah.
He's holding a plate and he's
That's
like,
a good way to describe him, dude.
He's like holding like a paper plate with pizza from like Chuck E. Cheese in the background.
Like a really low quality picture.
Yeah, and he's the Flash is out of focus. Andy has red eye, and he's like, "Put the fucking camera away, man. I'm going over here. I'm gonna fuck a fucking animatronic.
Put the camera away, or I'll slaughter your family.
Put the camera
cheeks
away.
are real red.
Mom, put the camera away, Mom."
His cheeks are real red because it looks like someone blood
yeah.
farted on his face.
His cheeks are really red because he's at Chuck E. Cheese's.
What
and
the
there's
fuck are we even talking about
There's
anymore?
giant pepperonis on his cheeks.
God fucking damn it. I like Legend of the Lost Treasure a lot. I liked Sailor John.
Sailor John is such a cool villain. I feel like this movie is so interesting with all of its explosions, and there's a scene like 5 years ago, if you asked someone like, "Oh, do you think in a couple of years we would have a Thomas special where an angry pirate beats Thomas over the smoke box with a metal shovel?" Do you think you'd see that on the big screen?
I would punch them in the face and call them stupid.
Well, I would still do that too, even today, because that's sort of what happened, but I'm going to describe it like that, and I do to make it sound more badass, to be like, "Wait, Thomas the Tank Engine is for babies. Why do you make Thomas videos on YouTube?" Well, there's one scene where the war doctor from Doctor Who beats Thomas over the head with a shovel until he's passed out, and then he throws him in the ocean and drowns.
Or you could just not tell people that you make Thomas videos on the internet.
I don't, and they find out.
Oh, good.
It's really bad because I have like 20 or so people from school that know, and then
fuck, really?
Well, yeah, because I have a bunch of people that help me for videos.
Oh, well, there's your fucking problem, dog. Because you have.
I'm sorry that I need a camera person.
You don't need a camera person. You need a tripod. That's all you need.
Well, I want the camera to move. The camera's got to.
Hey, Zoe, can you do this camera movement for me? Sure, Vinnie. Sure, I'll do it for you. There we go.
Sure, Nirvana.
Nirvana. I don't know. I was stumbling over my words there. I forgot what your fucking name was for a second.
Nimmy
Jutron, the mailman.
Nimmy Jutron, yes sir, Bob. That is it.
You reformatted our episodes when I was gone, and I liked that. You did a good job.
I did, because whenever you look at the suggested poll, or the suggested the sidebar with the related videos, it's all you see is grease and oil episode ... grease and oil episode ... It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I can't see what the episode is. Why would you? No, I'll reformat it, and I did. And anyways, Legend of the Lost Treasure is a great movie.
You know what I would have really actually enjoyed? It would have been really ballsy, and we wouldn't have gotten past it, but I would have loved this anyways.
Thomas gets second-degree cancer.
If they would have killed off Sailor John at the end of the movie by having him try and get the treasure and then just fucking drown, I would have loved that so much.
There could be a certain way to do that, because you already gotten away with a couple other things. You wouldn't show him the life leaving him, but you could do the shot where he goes after the treasure and he looks at it. And he keeps going down, and he because in the movie he looks at it and he shakes his head and then he swims back up. You could have him it sinks to the bottom and he's like, "Rah!" and he goes after he swims further, and then you never see him bob up.
The scene in Spider-Man 2 where Doc Ock sinks to the bottom.
Sure, yeah, no, but it's you see him going, "Yeah, I'm gonna go after this treasure," and you just never see him again. So he easily he could be hanging out from with freaking King Triton or
the underwater the fucking sunken ship from the Shed 17, the one that screams at the end credits scene.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's really scary.
I'm never gonna forget anything from Shed 17.
Eric, I remember the first time I saw Shed 17. I was working at an art fair a year ago, and I was biking home, and Eric freaking sends me a message on, I didn't have Twitter yet, Skype, or was like, "Dude, you gotta check this out." And it was what
did he spell it DOOD like he normally does?
Of course he did.
Dude, you gotta check this out. I'm just kidding.
Dude, you're freaking, the other day he sent me a message.
We're still recording, by the way, so don't trash him too hard.
No, but the other day he sent me a message, and it was "Oh yeah, I'm filming something with Edward and Thomas," and he spelled it Tom and Edwin or something. I was like, dude, you don't have to be funny when you're describing two character names just casually. Or he said a really weird thing. I was like, dude, just chill out. It's not. You don't have to be funny every second. It was really weird.
Oh, we love you, Eric.
Oh, here it is. He says.
Okay, you don't actually have to read it aloud.
It was Tam Tam and Ed Wood, and Tam Tam is THAM Ed space Wood.
By the way, Eric, if you're listening to this, which you're probably not,
Of course he is.
We're not making fun of you.
We're not making fun of you because you're retarded. We're making fun of you because you're a special individual.
Okay, he said that, not me.
JK.
How
lol.
fucking long have we talked about the Great Race for this, or Legend of the Lost Treasure for this episode? 5 minutes?
Legend of the Lost Treasure is a great special because it introduced 15 new characters.
Legend of the Lost Treasure is a great special because there's pirates in it.
No, that's the thing. Another thing that I find so annoying about people freaking out about the new characters in the Great Race is like, okay, would you prefer that they went to the Great Race and there were like 2 engines, 200? You had to have a bunch of
I would
engines
prefer
to
that they
populate
brought
it.
back a bunch of characters
And
that we've never seen again after their one appearance.
or whatever. Yeah, but like that's it. Okay,
How
if
hard
you're
would it
looking,
have been for like Splatter and Dodge to be the diesel shunters at the Great Race instead of just random CGI models? Huh?
that would have been really. I didn't even. Whoa! I didn't even think of that.
Exactly.
That would have been awesome.
Like, and they don't even have a. We just see them in
No,
the
no,
background.
you wouldn't need to show them like predominant. I mean, like I think they show the face in like one shot, and it's just like fucking Paxton's face.
Or we just see them in the background. Thomas is like, huh, they look familiar, and then they just don't. Like, that would have been great.
Freaking Diesel 10 goes to the Great Race, so Splodge! Oh god, I thought we left him. Oh, come here, Pinchy, give me a. Oh, Pinchy wants to give you a hug. I'll get the fuck out of here.
Actual written dialogue from the Great Race, cut from the script.
Exactly. Yeah, they had a whole scene. But what I was getting at is that from Mattel's standpoint, if you look at Legend of the Lost Treasure, think of how many models, how many CG models are created just for that special.
I really
Sailor
hope they bring
John.
Sailor John back.
Sailor John, Skiff, Ryan,
Yeah, we haven't seen
Donald, Douglas,
fucking seen Skiff again,
Rex.
have we?
No. I think he's gonna appear in season 20.
Oh, good for him, dude.
No. Think about all the quote unquote new characters that had first appeared in that special, even if they're reintroduced. Donald, Douglas, Rex, Bert, Mike, Sailor John, Skiff, Ryan, Max, Monty, Alfie, Oliver. You've got 12 quote unquote new characters. And what did we have in the Great Race? 13. That's one more. Why would you freak out about it?
Because they didn't fucking do anything. At least the
Didn't
new
do
characters
anything
in
in the other one either.
Yes, they did. Sailor John and Skiff.
Okay,
and
Sailor John, Skiff, and Ryan barely.
Ryan
But
sorta
Sailor
did
John,
stuff.
Sailor John and Skiff did think. That's 2 of the characters. Guess what other 2 characters sort of did stuff? Ashima and Flying Scotsman.
You forgot Vinny.
And 3. There you go. You got the 3 main. There you go. See, it's the exact same.
We can't forget Frida, who is there for the purpose of a joke where she's confused for Gordon and scoffs at
And it's
Thomas
like,
and
I'm
grabs-
in the middle of a German sex change, but I'll
do I
speak
look
up.
like Gordon? I'm Frida. And then she just fucking... Oh, that's stupid.
That's the thing, like, the thing that really bugs me with the new characters is, like, just in general, is they always feel the need to say, I'm Frida, or whatever, like... The Adventure Begins is so awesome.
Dude,
but when you think
know
about
who
it,
they should have had at the Great Railway Show? They should have fucking had Sam.
I think someone's made that. Yeah.
They should have had Logan instead of fucking Carlos or whatever his face is.
Raul.
Whatever the fuck, I don't even know. All Mexicans are the same. Deport them all, I say.
All right, you other minority, but okay.
I'm like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Disclaimer, I don't actually hate Mexican people, but Donald Trump does.
I was saying something and then I forgot. Oh yes, the Great Race. Or no, fuck. Adventure Begins. The last one. The Adventure Begins is a great special, but if you think about it, what's the big high note they go off of on that special?
I don't know,
is the line, "My name is Glenn." The last sentence
Oh my
spoken.
fucking god. Take and
The
play
last-
Raul is really ugly.
The last sentence is, "My name is Glenn. Happy 70th anniversary. Here's a new toy. Whee!" It's so stupid.
Click the link I sent you. Take and play Raul is ugly.
Oh, I know.
That-
I
that-
have him.
Oh, you do?
Mhm.
Gross.
I didn't want him.
Good.
Mattel just sent me him, and I didn't want him. I haven't taken him out of his box, and I hope I never have to. It's fucking awful.
Hey, have you seen the new season 20 episodes?
I have, and we will talk about them in a greater length later on.
You can talk about them right now, because I haven't seen them.
No, let's not, because we have like 10 minutes left. Let's talk about Legend of the Lost Treasure, because there's a lot of things to talk about.
Okay, I mean, you've seen them, and I haven't, and I'm not gonna, so you can talk about
them. Well, they're
them.
good, and we'll talk about them later, because we have a weekly podcast where we can discuss this type of thing.
Oh, you're right. Maybe we'll do a full season 20 review when this thing finally comes out.
Exactly. But let's talk about Legend of the Lost Treasure, because that's what people clicked on, because we're going to have a dope-ass, dank-ass thumbnail with Legend of the Lost Treasure clickbait on it, and it's going to be great.
Yep.
And people are going to click on the link and be like, for like 15 minutes they're just talking about fucking Nazis and shit. What?
And then MPS advocates fucking deporting the... What is he even talking about?
Deporting the Jews.
By the way, I don't support Donald Trump, and I don't support Hillary Clinton. I support The Rock. Can we all vote for The Rock for president?
That would be a really weird 4 years for America.
It would also be a really great 4 years for America.
The
Rock would get America out of debt totally.
I want to see... I mean, because The Rock is in that new Disney movie, so if The Rock becomes president, then I want to see Obama voice a Disney character.
I mean, actors have been presidents before. There was good old Ronnie Reagan.
Good old Ronnie. What a guy. What a guy.
Ronnie Reagan.
Andy Brenner.
I wonder if when Dwayne, if The Rock became president, I wonder if he would declare war on John Cena.
Holy shit, that'd be dope. And John moves to like Russia or something, and he takes over, and we have like battle.
Dude, what if John Cena like became Ivan Drago when he moved to Russia?
Ivan the Diesel.
Fuck yeah, dude.
All right. So, Legend of the Lost Treasure.
Are we even like?
I'm trying to stay on this topic because that's what people clicked on, and we're trying to stick to this like sort of talk about one movie every other week. So that's what I'm trying to talk about. Did you like the Small Railway Engines?
I did, and I liked their musical number. And Rob liked their musical number too, which is very, very surprising.
Rob, I have footage of it somewhere on my computer. I filmed his initial reaction of it on Skype like a year ago. He legitimately, no acting, he actually shed a tear.
Really?
It was so, it's on my computer. I have footage of him going, but it's good! And he's like freaking out, like he can't conceptual. He gave like a 20-minute speech about it. I never thought it could be good again, and but this, and he's legitimately like, there's like a freaking movie. It's like a movie where a single tear goes down his cheek. It was so funny.
Is that actually?
I will upload this to YouTube someday. It's so great.
You should do that. Because if Rob likes something, then you know it's, I don't know, okay, I guess. Dude, I called him yesterday to give him a movie idea, or an idea for a video, and we ended up talking. By talking, I mean him ranting to me and me trying not to offend him for 20 minutes about how Heath Ledger's Joker should have been killed off at the beginning of The Dark Knight Rises.
But he's already dead.
He said they should have played the scene from The Dark Knight where the SWAT guys surround him and then just had one of the guys shoot him.
What the fuck? I'm so lost.
Like, just cut to dark and then gunshot sound effect.
That would be really, really disrespectful of Heath Ledger.
Yeah, but it's also...
He would have been deceased for 4 years by the time that movie came out.
Yeah, but it's also dumb that they didn't, like, talk about the Joker at all in The Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, whatever, it's dumb. Dark Knight Rises was okay, it wasn't great. You know what? But you know what movie was great? Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure.
Into the Lost Treasure!
Okay, what did you think about the small railway engines?
The small railway engines were really nice, but they did absolutely nothing, and if you cut their scenes out, there would really, really be nothing added to the... They did nothing.
Hey, but they were good fan service, though.
They were fantastic fan service, and their song was very well written, their scenes are very well animated, very well acted. Everything about it was very well. It was all very well and good. But if you cut it out, nothing would be changed. And I feel like I remember when the movie came out, and I watched it, I think, 2 times in a week or something, and I just like realized it would be so incredible. This movie would be so much better if they had an extra half hour to work with.
My phone's ringing, but we're gonna ignore
The
that.
Great Race, both The Great Race and Legend of the Lost Treasure would benefit from having an extra half hour of runtime to further expand the things. Because there's certain specials where the King of the Railway and Tale of the Brave feel like a half hour special that was drawn out.
Yep.
Legend of the Lost Treasure and The Great Race feel like hour-and-a-half specials that were squished and cut and tampered with.
Yeah.
And it really bugs me because there's certain bits. Because it's I don't think a lot was cut, but at the same time, it's like you could have developed this you could have given a reason for this, or given a reason for the small railway engines to be there. You could have had a scene. You could have had a lot of scenes doing a lot of things, and you did nothing.
All they were there for was to service fans and to sing a song.
And I mean, again, my boy Unlucky Tug talked about how in his review, which you should totally check out, but because it's really good. But in his review, he talked about how the pretty much the only reason that they would need a song is so that kids are like, oh wait, if they didn't have a song and they just sort of said, hey Thomas, how's it going? And then Thomas left without a song, just a little dialogue scene, they would not be as memorable to kids. And you're like, oh wait, it's just Tiny Gordon and Tiny James, but because they have the song, it's like, oh, they're the never overlook these toys, spend your money. Yeah.
All right. I mean, do we really have anything else to say about The Great Race? We're already almost 15.
Did you say The Great Race?
Fuck. Do we have anything else to say about Legend of the Lost Treasure? We're almost 50 minutes
Legend of the Lost Treasure is
Goonies.
Thoughts. Legend of the Lost Treasure is Goonies and Indiana Jones and The Great Discovery and Thomas and Friends and John Hurt and Eddie Redmayne fucking sucks in this movie. I'm sorry. I feel like they wrote the movie and then Eddie's like, hey, my agents say I should do a kids film, and Thomas and Friends is a pretty recognizable brand, so can I do this? And like, well, give him the new engine part that we're just gonna have Keith Wickham voice.
Andrew,
sure.
We're just rewriting Stanley right now.
Yeah. Wait, we gotta have a new. Yeah, oh my god, that. Yeah, if Stanley, I'm sick right now, so I actually sound kind of weird. But if Stanley, I guarantee you, they're like, wait, so now who's gonna run my branch line? I think that's what I'm supposed to come in. Oh, Stanley, and they just had Stanley be the part, and then later on it's like, we gotta have a new engine for Eddie Redmayne to play. Get rid of Stanley. We'll make him purple, but we'll have the wooden railway stay the same as Thomas, so that'll be fine.
So that Turtles and Thomas will be able to take creative liberties, and everybody will get triggered at him.
Pretty much. But The Great Race is a very, very good film.
Legend of the Lost Treasure. Now you're doing it.
Legend of the Lost Treasure is the peak of, I think it's as far for a while as we're going to get in terms of pushing Mattel's limits and of showing explosions and action and peril. Because it's like, I remember I read some review right as it came out like a year ago, and they're like, you should not bring your young... It was like some UK mother, like on Amazon, was like, you shouldn't buy this for your young kids, because there's some scenes where my 2-year-old son was crying because he was scared of Sailor John. I was like, fuck you!
We read that on the podcast.
Please, go watch Sesame Street. This is an adult program. This is Thomas and Friends we're talking about here.
Speaking of watching Sesame Street, that's a better thing to do than listen to this podcast. But you guys listened to this horrible episode anyways. Thank you guys for listening. So this is the end of this. We talked about Legend of the Lost Treasure for like 2 minutes, and other things for way more minutes than we talked about.
Legend of the Lost Treasure is a good movie. You should go watch it. It's
really good. I liked it a lot.
Come back next week where we discuss cancer squirrels.
Cancer squirrels, yeah, dude.
Squirrels with cancer, and they're always blurting on the people below them in the trees.
I'm Mr. MPS. Find me on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. I like how I said my main thing last. Find me on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram. and Snapchat, and find Vinnie on all those also places.
I'm
He doesn't have
Vinnie
Snapchat.
Smith. You can find me on my main channel that produces good content, the official Thomas and Friends account that totally is. I run it. It's I came up with Thomas and Friends 70 years ago.
Goodbye,
You should-
everybody.